The Barrows brothers, Arim, Darok, Guffin, Caril, Torag and Verak, started off life as a group of farmers from a small village in Gilnor. After Arim, fueled by jealousy, murdered Guffin's partner Isolde, Guffin went to drown his sorrows in the pub, and ended up killing the White Knight commander Jaycliff. Not the best of days for poor old Guffin. Following this, to avoid investigation, he went to the Marjorat Sliske, who made a request that all 6 of the brothers join the Crusades of the God Wars in return for saving Guffin's life. They accepted, and were gifted great powers by Sliske, which allowed them to become legendary Saradominist warriors. They were well known for assisting in the campaign to capture southern Forentry, nowadays known as the Wilderness, and they were nearing completion of a crusade in Mauritania. But in one fell swoop, Sliske took the power that he had gifted them, and they simultaneously fell sick and later died. Upon their death, their fellow soldiers created burial mounds to honour the sacrifice the brothers had made to the Saradomin cause. When the army retreated, the brothers were visited in death by their once saviour Sliske, who put a magical spell on the crypts, turning them into wights, and binding them to guard a very powerful artifact, the Barrows icon. As time passed and many people attempted to raid the brothers' crypts, the icon kept gaining power through the Tomb Raiders dying and their last prayers being captured. There's much more to the story, but to avoid any spoilers for quests you might not yet have completed, I'll skip over this for now. One important thing to mention is that 2 other foes can be added to the list of brothers, making a total of 8 potential brothers to be killed in one fight. The Barrows brothers were released in May 2005, and upon release brought new high-end equipment into the game, in the form of each brother's armour and weapons. Each set of armour and weapons has a special effect when worn together. This was the earliest form of set effects seen in Runescape. Nowadays, with the release of further PvM content, Barrows has become, to most, an early level PvM objective, at least in RS3. Iron Men, however, can regularly be seen traversing the tunnels as the set effects, runes and supplies can help a lot with various combat training methods. For example, when training Slayer, Guffin's set provides a 25% chance to heal upon any successful attack. This means players will not have any issues with inventory space, as a whole lot less food is going to be needed while using the armour set. In any single Barrows run, there are 3 layers to the fight. First, the Overworld. This consists of 6 mounds, or barrows, found to the east of Berderon. Secondly, the tombs inside the mounds, each of which contains a set brother. Upon clicking on the tomb, the brother will spawn and must be killed to add their equipment to the possible rewards at the end of the fight. There is a chance upon clicking on the tomb that a message will be shown about a passageway to the tunnels below. I kept track of which brother was hiding in these tunnels. For me, accuracy was the most frequent at 17 times. The least frequent was a tie between 4 of them. There wasn't really any crazy outliers, not like the giant mole. Before heading into the tunnels, it's best to kill all the other brothers, as the tunnels are the final stage of the boss fight. To speed up the killing of the brothers in the tombs, Barrows amulets can be used, currently around about 3k GP each. These lead to an instant kill of the brother contained within the tomb, and are allowed to be used 3 times per run. Very useful for speeding it all up. The final stage of the fight is in the tunnels. There are various monsters inside, and the brother whose tomb the tunnels were entered from has a chance of being encountered upon opening any door. The main aim in the tunnels is to get to the central room, which contains the Barrows chest. Only one side of the room is unlocked on any kill, and you need to run all the way around the edge to find the correct entrance. Once you get to that door, there's a simple puzzle to be solved. Answers can all be quite quickly memorised, and I've shoved them all on screen so you can see them if you need to learn. Once this final hurdle's passed, you're free to find out what rewards you're going to get. Will you find a unique piece of armour? Maybe a double item drop? Or, if you're like a Reddit post, maybe you get 4 items in a single chest. Insane luck. The actual drop rates of these different items is really hard to convey easily. Here's the official explanation of the drop rates page, found on runescape.com. The way I interpret it is it's a 1 in 73 chance to get a specific brother's item. So if you kill 7 brothers, it's just over a 1 in 10 chance. I know 6, it's about a 1 in 15 chance, something like that, so I'm not exactly sure how the maths works on that. Before I started this final boss kill video, I had done Barrows before. I had 161 KC, and I only had 5 drops. So, that's 1 in 30, rather than 1 in 10 or 12. So I was hoping over the course of making the video, it would even out a bit. For all the 100 kills, I was killing 7 brothers, making sure to get rid of everyone, checking them off the list on the left, and making sure all 7 were killed so I had maximum chance of loot. Let's have a look, a little montage of what I got in my 100 kills. Yes! Fingers crossed, number 61 is the end. Yes! An item! Alright, back to back, incoming. $64 means drop number 4, right? What is this? What do we get? We do. Number 73. Let's see what we get. Oh, 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 snap! Hello, Ryan. Hello, Ryan and friends. How are we doing this fine evening? And look at that, gents. You have just bought me a skeleton champion scroll. I don't have one of those yet. More we go. Ooh, look at that. That's another unique. That is another unique. Okay, number 92 has got for us. Ooh, look at that. A pistol crossbow. Another item. That, like 2 kills ago. What am I about? Oh, okay. Okay. Alright then. I'll take it. As you can tell, I'm pretty happy with that. My overall rate is that looking much more healthy, and I got really lucky with my unique items, and that I only received 1 duplicate. Overall, my 100 kills gave me roughly 16 million GP worth of items, with the small drops of gold that can be received, rounding it up. This means an average of 160k per kill. Considering Giant Mole, the maximum amount I was getting per kill was 200k. It's an insane improvement. With the recent archaeology release, there is one Barrows item that's very sought after, the Amulet of Forsaken. It's used to create a PvM focused relic that increases damage based on the player's missing health, up to 5% bonus damage. At the time of recording, this drop is worth about 45 million, so it would have completely changed the GP per hour if I'd got it. But the 100 kills took roughly 7 hours, and that's with banking between each kill. I used the PvM hub portal to get around. So that means, if we work it out, roughly 2.3 million GP per hour. A definite increase on the gold earned at Giant Mole. In terms of how I found doing Barrows, once you hit a certain point, similar to Giant Mole, it became a bit more of an exercise in patience. Killing each brother was literally click, let Revolution do its thing, and then the brother dies, and then you go on to the next one, and eventually go down into the tunnels. Only exception to this is accuracy, because they pray against whichever combat style you're using, so you just have to bring a second one and switch between them, so that you can counteract the prayers. Unlike Giant Mole, which had, like I mentioned, the highest potential drop of 200k, Barrows has that suspense factor of clicking on the chest and possibly being 45 million coins richer, which leads me to say that I definitely enjoyed the whole process of it a little bit more. It took nearly double, well, pretty much double the time as the mole kills, but because there were so many other rewards and unique things I could be getting, it had that little bit more fun. We're now going to move on from Barrows, and next up will be one of the OG bosses. In fact, the real OG, King Black Dragon. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. For more videos like this and interviews with all kinds of content creators, make sure to sub to the channel. Each week, got a new interview. Every other week I stream a Runescape based quiz show on Twitch, where I can be found under the same name as here. On that channel I'll also be recording all the footage for this series and getting the drops so you guys can come and have a sneak peek before I put it all together. Thank you all for watching. Let me know if there's anything you want me to include in future videos in the comments below, and any stats or anything you think I've missed. Stay safe, and I'll speak to you all soon.